Shooters are in a weird place right now, with some of the biggest names in the industry barely treading water. Battlefield 2042 and Call of Duty Vanguard are kinda meh. Halo was primed to come out on top but ran into some Battle Pass XP issues with the lack of live service content ahead of Season 2. So where does that leave you? Not to worry, because there are still a bunch of really good games out there if you're looking for something different. So here are some of the best shooters you can play right now that aren't Call of Duty, Battlefield, or Halo. Some of you might be surprised to see this on the list, but Splitgate is a game that rose from relative obscurity to absolute hype fest last summer, and for good reason. The game was a shockingly excellent fusion of two game styles that don't seem like they would go together. The grounded combat and arenas of Halo and the spatial dimension-defying portals of, well, Portal. The game's population is down from the peak of last year, so matchmaking might not be as robust as it was, and you might find some folks claiming the game is officially dead, but that doesn't take away from what is an incredible shooter. And with crossplay support, the free-to-play game will surely give you a lot of fun nights playing it alongside your friends. Splitgate is in that rare position where it sets out to do one thing and does it exceedingly well. In this case, the Halo elements of Splitgate are familiar, and any Halo veteran will instantly feel at home with the different game modes, such as Team Deathmatch or even Oddball. The portals also don't overstay their welcome, as you can't just spam them on any surface, but on strategically placed portal-approved walls in each arena that are clearly distinguishable from other surfaces. The Halo-style combat feels solid, with a wide range of guns that handle similarly to their Halo counterparts, but a jetpack and sprint adds a modern kick to the core gameplay. Nailing some wicked snipes or hearing the pop of Splitgate's battle rifle is definitely satisfying, but it's the portals that add an extra layer to the core combat loop. Being able to place a portal to get a different angle at an enemy while behind cover, or getting an immediate flank not only feels awesome, but not gonna lie, feels like you just busted out a 9000 IQ play too. Trust me, this game is underrated, free to play, and a lot of fun, plain and simple. If you're a Halo fan and need something else to play after completing that Battle Pass, Destiny 2 is absolutely a must. To be completely honest, Destiny 2 is a great game for anyone to play, but there might be a lot of confusion if you're completely new. Thankfully, there's a lot of helpful resources online and a community eager to welcome new players, including at GameSpot. Check out our So You Want to Play Destiny 2 video for an awesome look into all the important things you need to know. If you decide to take the plunge, you'll be rewarded with one of the best live service shooter games to ever exist. Seriously, Outriders, The Division, Anthem, even Borderlands 3 were all once touted as, quote, Destiny killers. And despite many of them being decent, none have been able to replicate or topple Destiny off its throne. Destiny 2 currently is on a seasonal model, so you can hop in for a seasonal story complete with exotic quests and activities like this season's PsyOps Battlegrounds playlist. There's also a battle pass with high-level armor sets, transmog ornaments, exotic engrams, and plenty of currency and materials alongside some fun cosmetic stuff like exclusive finishers. The game has countless number of activities such as strikes, dungeons, exotic quests, raids, and so much more. There's a gobstopping amount of content and lore thanks to the loot chase and endless challenges and triumphs to achieve in the game, as well as some of the best world building ever. It was the perfect game during lockdown and remains the perfect game for folks who want a comfortable gaming routine with superb core gunplay. If you're someone who wasn't sold on Call of Duty Vanguard's campaign, The Witch Queen has an excellent and challenging campaign to offer, with our reviewer Phil Hornshaw even considering it to be the best Destiny 2 campaign so far. Oh, but you want multiplayer? No worries. Hop into the Crucible. There's plenty of different game modes and even an option for private matches, so you can set up lobbies with your friends and watch all hell break loose. Well, what if you're a Warzone player? Well, there is no Battle Royale in Destiny 2, but PvP is free to play with the exception of the ultimate hardcore activity, Trials of Osiris, which requires ownership of the most recent expansion. In addition to the standard game modes of PvE or PvP content, there is also interesting hybrid modes like Gambit, which gives you a slice of both worlds. In my experience, players new to Destiny gravitate to this mode quite a bit, and it can be a lot of fun. The game encourages playing with friends, but there are plenty of options for solo players to explore as well. With full cross-save and cross-play support, the player pool is getting larger by the day. The game is free to play, and now is a perfect time to see what Destiny 2 has to offer. Escape from Tarkov requires a different type of gamer. Approach with caution, because this game is not for those easily frustrated or players that are used to hand-holding in a game. Not that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I spent about 30 minutes with Escape from Tarkov and I wanted to die. And then I did. However, I had a weird, sickening urge to hop back in. Maybe I needed to prove myself. Maybe I thought this time it would be different, which, spoiler alert, it wasn't, but really what it was is the realism and difficulty of this game activated some freaking Dark Souls type shit in my lizard brain. Tarkov is an extraction royale, which is like a battle royale, but in more of a straight line where everyone has to make it to exit points, and if you die, you lose all of your gear taken into that round. The game has a ridiculous hard barrier of entry, and keep in mind that the game is basically in progress and still a beta build that will run you back $45. So if you're in it for the long haul, I hope, because the environment you're trying to survive and extract from is nothing short of intense. The game requires team communications on another level, with strategy if you want any chance of making it out alive. It took me several rounds before I found out how to swap my weapon from auto to burst fire, for example. And because there's no HUD, you'll need to be attentive to the subtle cues of interacting with your loadout as you explore the area. Being able to successfully extract with a healthy pile of loot to take back to your hideout feels incredible. And the extra risk of running on your main character instead of a scav keeps the adrenaline levels at an all-time high. Apex Legends came out with a vengeance in the Battle Royale space, and it's hard to believe that the game has been out for over 3 years now. This is a game perfect for Call of Duty fans that are okay with longer time to kill. At launch, the game also refined concepts to perfection like the ping and respawn system, which was quickly picked up by its competitors as fans recognized how useful these mechanics were. Unlike its competitors, Apex required players to go in teams of 3, regardless if they were already in a team or not. Team composition matters, and most characters shine when they combine their passive and active abilities together during intense firefights or during the final circles when it's down to just a few teams left. There are other game modes now, such as Arenas, a super popular mode that is best compared to something like Counter-Strike or Valorant. You purchase guns and abilities using credits earned based on performance, with multiple rounds for a single match and no respawns. Totally different feel, and it's perfect for a change of pace from the classic Trios Battle Royale. Over the years, Apex has also developed an awesome story, not only in-game, but through multimedia. Each season pushes the overall story forward, and new champions that are added have rich histories and relationships with other characters. The story is vast and similar to games like Overwatch or Destiny, with a huge part of the world building being done through both in the game and out. You've got cinematic trailers at the start and middle of each season, character heirlooms, map changes, limited time events and modes, voice lines during the matches, a text-driven adventure mode in the game called Quest, official tweets, comics, and even loading screens. The best part about characters is they let different types of players make an impact on the game in a way that feels rewarding. Maybe you are super into shooters but don't really like aggro attack roles. In that case, playing a support role and healing your team or assisting with recon lets you play an important role in a way you may prefer. There's something for everyone, and that lets Apex stand out from most other shooters. Ah yes, chances are your opinion of this game will vary significantly depending on how old you are. An entire generation of kids, including my little sister, basically grew up on Fortnite. It's their generation's GoldenEye. It was literally everything and everywhere in pop culture, to the point where I can't even tell which Fortnite dances were original, if at all, and which were lifted from movie scenes, shows, or popular TikTok dances. In 2017, Fortnite was so huge, I literally saw someone pretend to drink a chug jug and wrap themselves up with the bandage on the dance floor at a club. Yeah, it wasn't the first time either. All this to say that Fortnite was at one point in time the most popular game in the world. It dominated Twitch views, catapulted personalities like Ninja into stardom, and ushered in a new generation of gamers completely cracked the out with building skills so out of this world you can't imagine how much free time someone needed to get to this level. Trust me, I have a lot of history with this game, which makes it really funny for me to say that you should absolutely play Fortnite and that it is still a great game. Forget all the buzz or past iterations and updates. Fortnite has evolved into something unrecognizable and novel that is worth revisiting. If you played back in the day, you have to go into the comment section right now and tell me what you think after you boot it back up again, because I promise you, you will not recognize this game. Like seriously, a few seasons ago, I checked in time just to see Ryu Hadouken a banana, and I've never been the same since. Right now, there's a no build mode, which is a must play if you're a classic FPS or third person shooter type of gamer, since it's just you and your weapons without any pesky building to get in the way. There are also fun game modes like arena battles and team elims, giving you a variety of options to play. Historically though, Fortnite has done more than just be a trendsetter. It made iconic events like summer concerts and huge events from big stars like Ariana Grande or Marshmello, and it stands as a model of what a live service game should look like, despite lifting some of its best ideas from other games, because at its core, Fortnite is like a battle royale anthology. Right now, no build mode is the current best reason to play, especially if you're an older gamer that doesn't want to mess around with the building. There's an excellent battle pass that upon completion guarantees enough V-Bucks to buy the next season's battle pass for free, something that other live service games should definitely take note of. And you can also boot up Fortnite and just not even play Battle Royale if you don't want. There's other things to do, shockingly enough, like taking part in the PvE aspect of the map, where you can fight AI enemies and loot their shit. Fortnite is a game worth playing, whether it's for the first time, or you fell off and you want to come back to jump out of a battle bus for one more round. So we had a chat the other week talking about some of the AAA shooter games and the weird state that they were in, and you guys hopped into the comments and told us some of the games that you're playing. So games you said you were playing right now from our last shooter chat was Hunt Showdown, one of you went back to Time Splitters, Doom Eternal, indie shooters like Proteus and Ultra Kill, and of course, those of you who never left CSGO and Rainbow Six. So keep those comments coming. Looking back at this list, maybe it's not so bad that the usual big hitters like Call of Duty and Battlefield haven't quite had that same hype level as years prior, because there's clearly a lot of other shooter games that are ready to shine. So sound off with what games you're playing, whether it's co-op, PvP, or campaign driven, and I'll throw them in our part 2 video. Until next time.